Hey, it's Andrew from Ori, and today I want to talk to you about product safety. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Ori YouTube channel. If you're new here, please hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We've got tons of cool videos showing off Ori spaces all over the country and answering your common questions. Like today, we're talking about product safety. As you might imagine, we get a lot of questions on our social media about whether Ori products are safe. So today I want to take some time and answer some of those questions and show you exactly what we do to ensure that our products are safe for home use. Now, before we get to specific questions, I want to talk to you about a thing called UL certification. UL stands for Universal Laboratories. It's an independent organization that tests many of the major appliances in your home. You've probably seen the UL logo in your home on different appliances that plug in, like electric razors, hair dryers, refrigerators, things like that. When you see that logo, that means that product has been independently tested by Universal Laboratories to be safe for everyday home use. This is actually an extra process that we go through. It's not required for our products, but we do it because we want to make sure people feel safe with our products in their home. Now, we have a whole other video on our channel that details the strenuous process of UL testing, but they test things to make sure products aren't going to fall over if a kid climbs on them, that they're not a fire risk, the product will stop and retract if somebody is in the way. All those kind of things are part of that UL certification test. Now, let's get to some very specific safety questions that we get on our channel. Question number one. Lots of people want to know if you can sleep on the bed while it's up or ride it as it goes into the up position. So let me just show you what happens if you try. Nothing happens. The reason this is because the cloud bed uses a counterweight system. This means that the weight of the bed is equally matched by counterweights behind the back panel. Now, this is an inherently safer design because it means the bed does not have potential energy when it's above you. It also means that the motor used to move it does not need to be that big since it doesn't have to move much weight. Looks about like this. Because this motor is so small and doesn't have much torque, it is physically impossible for this motor to lift you while you're on the bed. So you never have to worry about the bed lifting up while you're in your sleep or someone playing some sort of mean prank on you. Question number two, what happens if you're sitting on the sofa and someone presses the button for the bed to come down? Let me show you. Now, remember what I said about the counterweight system and how the motor isn't that big. This also means once the motor senses any level of resistance to its movement, it just stops and retracts. This means the bed doesn't need to use a sensor in order to see if something's in its way. It just hits it, feels the resistance, and moves back. This is also a safer system since we're not relying on a sensor that could have a false reading or break or something like that. This is not a new or groundbreaking technology either. This is commonly used on power windows in cars and garage doors. Sometimes the simplest solution is the best solution. This same principle holds true for our horizontally moving products like the Pocket Office. If I was sitting inside the office and someone hit the button to close it, all I would have to do is just give it a little gentle push and it's gonna stop. Something else you may notice about the cloud bed is that it will slow down towards the end of its down cycle. This is another safety design. That way, if you see something like your cat runs underneath there at the last minute or you forgot something on the ground, you have plenty of time to stop its movement, either just by giving it a tug or hitting the button on the square. Question number three is, how do I keep my kids from playing with my Ori when I'm not around? And that's why we have lock mode. Lock mode can be activated from the Ori app or from the square. All you have to do is hold your finger on the Ori logo, wait for the beep, and then you enter the code that you set. Once that code is set, the system can't be moved until it's unlocked. So if you're worried about your kids coming around and playing with it unsupervised, lock the system, problem solved. Question number four is, what happens if I lose power? Can I still get into my bed? To answer that, let me unplug this cloud bed and I'll show you. Now, this is pretty clever. The motors that move the legs on the cloud bed use what's called a holding current, so that when the bed has power, the legs stay up. But once that power is gone, the legs automatically drop like this. And that's so that you can just reach up, grab the leg, and pull it down so that you can go to bed. Question number five, is the cloud bed sturdy? And the answer to that is an unequivocal yes. When we're testing these products, we load them up with more weight than they can be reasonably expected to encounter in the field. Now, these legs are 3-inch solid ash. Ash is a hardwood that's really frequently used in furniture manufacturing because it is both lightweight and very strong. And fun fact, up until the early 2000s, ash is what almost all baseball bats were made out of in the major leagues.
thanks again for watching. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment. Let us know what safety questions you have that we didn't address in this video. Thanks. See you at the next one.